alcohol. It was the night of my birthday, and it was an accident.
No, it wasn't an accident. She said you took her phone and you beat her up. And then when she fought back with you outside, you were throwing rocks and you hit other people's vehicles. That's not an accident. I mean, being drunk or intoxicated, that's not an accident. That doesn't excuse your actions. That's just a form of mitigation.
When Judge Boyd asked the repeat offender if he loved his girlfriend, his answer made her deliver a brutal reality check.
Court is calling 2023 CR 3877, State of Texas race versus Jacob Aaron Cortez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Tony Jimenez for Mr. Cortez.
Are you Mr. Cortez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have and I did, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cortez, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Thanks. Mr. Cortez, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with assault, family second offense? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Judge.
Mr. Cortez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to the end of the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in prison. There's a $1,500 fine. There are no applications. Did you understand if the court finds that this is a family violence offense, the court will enter a finding of affirmative finding of family violence?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
None, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
Any objections?
None.
Counsel, you may continue to confer. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just respectfully, Judge, we ask the court to follow the plea agreement in this particular case.
All right, how old
My
are?
client was bench warranted from TDC to be here.
Mhm.
He is serving a sentence out of, I believe, Medina County. It's a 2-year sentence, right?
Three.
3-year sentence out of Medina County. And he seeks just to resolve the situation, Your Honor.
All right. What's wrong with you?
Nothing, ma'am. It was a night of my birthday, just a drunk night.
I'm sorry, what?
It was the night of my birthday, just
I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. I can't hear you.
yeah, it was alcohol. It was the night of my birthday, and it was an accident.
No, it wasn't an accident. She said you took her phone and you beat her up. And then when she fought back with you outside, you were throwing rocks and you hit other people's vehicles. That's not an accident. I mean, being drunk or intoxicated, that's not an accident. That doesn't excuse your actions. That's just a form of mitigation. So, how old are you?
I'm 26.
All right, why are you violent?
I try not to be.
You're not doing a good job because this is an assault family second. You're going to have to change your ways. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? One or two things. You're going to end up in prison for a long time, or you're going to find somebody else who's not going to take that.
That's right.
And I can tell you the women in my family wouldn't take that. You understand? All right. The court is going to find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no contact with Melissa Vallejo, Vallejo, Vallejo.
Vallejo.
All right. Well, I'm glad you know her name. You're not to have any contact with her. You understand?
That's right.
Do you all have children together?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, you can't have contact with her.
That's right.
And did you love her or do you love her?
Yes.
No, you don't. Let me tell you why you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be putting your hands on her in violence. You understand?
That's right.
And how many children do you all have together?
3.
What are their ages?
Got a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, and a 8-month-old.
All right. Any girls?
No.
All boys?
Boys.
Let me just tell you what the boys are learning from you. The boys are learning that if you love somebody, you beat them up. What they're learning from you is might makes right. And if you want to get your way with somebody, you beat them up. And then that's the knowledge you're sending your sons out into the world. And let me tell you, your sons may end up trying that on a female or whoever partner they may have. That's how people end up getting killed. Because your sons may do that to somebody and they may have a father or a sister or a mother who are not going to accept that. And then the next thing you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to be identifying your son. And somebody going to come to court crying and saying, but that's my baby. Or either your sons are going to pick up a case and you know what they're going to tell the judge? Well, my father used to beat my mom and this is the household I grew up in. You understand? All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Jacob Cortez, a 26-year-old father of 3 boys, stood before Judge Boyd facing his second assault family violence charge. The defendant claimed his birthday celebration turned violent due to alcohol. He took his girlfriend Melissa's phone, assaulted her, and when she fought back, he threw rocks that damaged nearby vehicles. Cortez received 3 years in prison and a $1,500 fine. Judge Boyd didn't hold back, telling him his drunken excuse was weak and his actions were teaching his sons that violence equals love. She warned him powerfully that his boys are learning to solve problems with fists, which could get them killed someday. The courtroom moment turned emotional when Judge Boyd explained how dangerous role models create dangerous futures for children.